Hello, my dear friends. This is the most common opening that you have seen in many of the games. So, what if I tell you, if you play this move, what I will going to teach you now, you will win 60% of your games. I learned this opening when I was 800 elo. Now I'm 1800 elo, and I'm still playing this gambit and still winning a lot many games. If this position comes in my game, I will win 9 out of 10 games. Now I'm going to teach you that one. So here, what are the probable moves that you're gonna play? Like you develop your bishop, or you may bring a pawn to develop your pawn. Or, there are so many lines you can play. But now I'm going to teach you the naming called Halloween Gambit. It is just take your opponent's soul out of his body. It's just very cruel. Your opponent will cry after this game. You know, the move you are going to play in a Halloween Gambit is sacrificing your knight. Sacrificing your knight. But no, it will just give you a massive advantage when few moves over. You will just completely uh, take your opponent body, completely will kill him out. You will just grab it. Now you are going to attack the knight with your pawn. Okay, so he can't, this knight can't go to anywhere, so he just retreated back. Now you are going to attack it. Okay, the most possible moves for the knight is just are these three. So retreating is not good. Okay, let's say like if it goes here, now we are going to attack this knight. So the only move that can knight go and go is the backwards. Now we're going to push our pawn. If he takes it, we'll just recapture it. Let's say the knight is under attack, right? So it just move it. Now we will give a check. You know, the king can't go to anywhere. He has to block it. So like this way, the knight has gone, and you can see we have 4.12 winning percentage here. It's plus. It's just completely crushing our opponent. Let's say if his knight don't go here and he comes forward. Now what? Simple. Play f4, attack. You just need to, in Halloween Gambit, you don't give even a small chance for your opponent to develop. You just completely force your pawns completely to push forward and just completely counter your opponent. And he will just, the only best move is this only, and he can't go to anywhere. Now he will just push this pawn. So there is no safe move for the knight. It has to go back. Now you are going to push the pawn again, and he recapture it. Now we are going to recapture it. See, the king is completely struggling, and all his pieces are in the back rank only, and we have completely opened the file. And see, the next move that he can play is that same thing, like if we develop the knight, you are going to just give a check. The king can't move, so he has to block it, and we will just grab that piece. So that's not the best move. So in many of the cases, best move is queen to b6. So this is the most common move in this position. So simple, you'll just develop your knight, trying to get a fork between king and the rook, and the same way protecting this pawn. Okay, he has two attackers and you have two defenders, so he can't grab it. Now what? So he will just he can't do anything, so he'll just move the king to get away of this fork. So now what we have to play? Just what I said just keep attacking, just attack the knight. You know, it's seeming it, just attack the knight. So you go here. Let's say if the knight don't goes here, if it goes here, and then the knight is gone, because we have this bishop check and the knight is gone. So only reasonable move is this only, e5, knight to e5, and we'll simple attack the knight again, attack the knight again. Let's say if he blocks it with the pawn, so this is the most uh, reasonable move only. So he has to play it, and simple, you just go here. It is the move you need to remember, guys. Go here. So in this, most of the cases, 90% of players in this position, 90% of the players push this pawn to kick away this knight. But now he is gone. He is completely gone. Let me show you why. Give a check. You know, sorry, not a check. Attack the queen. Okay, attack the queen. The only safest square is this one only. So now give a check to the king. So he has to go here. Now give a check. So the king has to run here only, because if he comes, we will just grab the rook and it will be a discount check again. So we'll just grab this one. So even uh, if he grabs it anyway of like this way, even if you lose this pawn, you can just catch it, and it's a really good game to play, because you have material advantage and all your pieces are developed. You can see still he has so many positional weaknesses. If he bishop, still it needs three moves to develop his bishop, and you can just at some moment you can just come out of here and you can just go for some nasty attacks. So this is what happens uh, when your opponent plays queen to b6. Now let's see what your opponent plays. Queen to f6. right? So straight away going knight b5 is a little bit scary and it's losing because he will just sacrifice. He will just grab it. Even if you get the rook, even if you get this rook, he will just give a check, and like this he will just go here and will just has to move, and he slightly this pawn will fall down and he can just jump in. Your king is completely open, so it's not completely good, right? So now I'm gonna tell you how to play this. Play when your opponent play this. Okay, you will just first give a check. Okay, if he will just block it. Now go b5. Now you are going to have this check, having this fork. So if he grabs it, no problem, you will just take it. So he has to move the king. Okay, he has to move the king. Now you are going to play bishop to e3. So if he plays this move, you will just simply castle and you can just go for an attack. You will just castle here, you will just go for an attack. There are 90% of chances that your opponent play this move and he's completely gone, because you will just give a check here, he goes here, and you are going to give a check, he has to come here, and you are going to give a grab the rook, and that's a check, he has to go here, and you are going to give it another check, he has to come here, and you are going to give another check, and the king is completely got surrounded. Okay, he can't do anything. You can see all his pieces are just chilling on the back rank still. Yeah, we have seen what if knight comes to e5 or e7. Now let me tell you what if knight goes back. You will just simple attack this knight, and it is also goes back. There is nothing he can do. Now you are going to push your pawn, he will grab it, and you are going to grab it, right? Yeah. So now what he can play here? So he will just bring his knight or somewhere, right? Yeah. If he knight he will brings that, so we'll just grab it, we'll just give a check, and we'll just grab the piece which is covering it. So he can't develop his. The only way he can play is to develop his queen either here or here. Anything will be losing only. We see we can still have one plus 1.3 easily. We can completely win it from here. So we are going to just play to here to for the fork to the king and the rook. So we'll just play this move to defend it. Simple. Still we can have a very good game. We'll just develop the pieces. We can just go here, and this pawn will fall at some moment. We'll just castle. Still all his pieces are just chilling nothing, and they are doing nothing, and even this bishop is also can't get over it, and still it's a really good game to play. And you can see it's plus 2.4 and it's completely winning for us. Even when we are plus low on material, it's still completely winning for us. After we sacrifice the knight, he grabs it. Now we play what if he don't goes back and he goes here. So simple. This is the main line you need to remember, and this is the best line you need to play against. If your opponent is a very good player, he will play it. Okay, you'll just attack his knight. So there is nothing he can do. These two squares are blocked with our queen, and this is covered with our knight. So he has to go back. So when he goes back, simple. The best move is develop your bishop. Okay, so he will just his king is doing nothing, right? The knight also can't come back. So he tries to create some space for his king. So he will go with this move, and now you are going to go on for a checkmating idea. Okay, if he brings his queen like this, you will just castle and go for just develop and keep supporting these pawns, and that's a really good game for us, and it's an equal game from here. This is the main line. Okay, so now what if your opponent play this move? Now the real game begins. You are going to grab this pawn. So see, uh, in the he can just it's a hanging bishop, right? So he can just grab it. When he grabs it, you will just give a check. So he can't play this move because we will just eat his rook. So the king has to move. So see, the right to castle is gone. Now you are going to grab this bishop, and if he goes greedy and grab this pawn, and if he goes here, we will just go here. Even if he like tries to defend it in this way, we will play f4, and this knight is going to the graveyard. So what if you are playing against Halloween Gambit? How you are going to counter this? This is the main thing you should also learn. What if your opponent watches this video also? Huh? Yeah, right, yeah. So let's go. Let's dive into it. If you are playing as black, if your opponent plays this move, now I suggest you. If you go here, it's completely losing for you, because I suggest you play this move. So why? I will show you. If you goes here, let's see. Let's count his tempo. One, and you go here. Two, and it's three. You know he goes here, and three, and it's four. You will get four tempos to this position, and that's what white want, right? So you don't want to give that. So when he plays this move, you just simply go here. So now this pawn can't come here, and he can't create some pawn barrage, right? Yeah. So he'll just goes here and just bring it back. So we can't do much more than that. So now what? So he'll just play this bishop move, or he can develop his queen either ways. So let's say he develops his bishop. So what we need to play? Now you are going to play not d6. You are going to play d5. Why? Offering a free pawn. If he grabs and pass and he's completely losing because we'll just grab it this way and this bishop is coming out and this bishop is already in the mood and it will just develop the knight and you can catch it. It's completely difficult for the white to play. Okay, so he don't grab it by the person. So you can just grab it with the bishop. So even if he grabs it with the bishop, you can see you can just go here. You can just keep it backwards and still even if he has two double pawns in the center you have this extra knight for you and it's completely even. It's a even Stevens. Even Stevens who plays better from here wins the game. It's the 0-0 equal position. This is the most equal position and who plays better it from here wins the game. So this is how you play the Halloween gambit.